What's up, cuz? What's up? What's up?
Good evening. Good evening.
What's up, man? My data's kind of like bad, so I gotta do one or the other. That's my issues I've been having. So let me check
Okay.
out. Yeah, let me get one off. Yeah. All right. Tracy on.
Not quite yet. You said it's not
Yeah,
open.
said something about it's not opening the link. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, though, man? How you been?
Just living and working, you know. Try to
That's
send
right.
a
Grind.
to his email. You remember his email is Quasi. It's just Quasi at synaptic. Oh wait.
Let me ask him. He was up here, it just hit me. He said something. Like,
Got
oh,
it.
ready. Yeah. All right, let me get out of here right quick.
I think he said. There we go.
Let me try to see what I can do. Yeah, man, we've been having bad days. It's just been rolling like, Quasi knows when he said, do you like rolling blackouts season? You know what I'm saying? You probably know. Do they have it in Vietnam? Like, they just cut the power. You know what I'm saying? When they want.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, they'll announce it. They'll announce it first. But I mean, we have had power out once or twice over the past week. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we get it like every year. You know what I'm saying? During about this time, during the rainy season, they start playing with the power. First, the excuse during the dry season is it's no electricity in the turbines. Then it
Yeah.
rains 1,000 gallons, and then they're like, oh, okay, yeah. So that's what's up. Let me see if I can move closer to this. So yeah, cuz I've been dealing with a lot, man, getting this stuff together. So on my end, I just haven't kept y'all updated. But see if Quasi can get in right quick. He said it's not opening the link in the group. Let me see.
He's in.
Oh, he's in. Yo, Quasi.
He's in the. Yeah. But his mic is not on. Turn your mic on.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see him. I see him. What's going on?
I don't know why.
His mic. Unmute him.
Yeah, I can tell him to unmute, but hold on, let me see. I can't unmute him myself. I can only try to message him.
Okay.
Mute. So, sir.
He said just connecting his Bluetooth. He just hit me again. He's trying to get his Bluetooth, his mic together yet.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I definitely wanted to hear about what's going on with the project, technical wise. I think.
Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say the number one thing besides contacting people on my agenda would be like, I'm a regular guy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not, a player in the tech space like that. So getting a hold of the high level people who could invest is a challenge. What I do know, you get customers. So if we had something to give people or sell people to help make us more famous. Right now we're approaching people we're unknown. If I had like
Right.
I know the test net works. That all the numbers and everything and the data, that all is good. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
when I
Yes.
so what I would say is what I would hope for was a user wallet, and then we do that plan with some kind of liquidity, or even no liquidity, just have something that people can aspire towards, even just holding some coins or something, even if there's nowhere to sell them, which even is probably better. Um, so we can build up a name for ourselves.
I agree. I
I
agree
mean,
with.
can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah. What's up? What's up, Quasi?
Cool. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. I
Mm.
explained to I'm having these we going through that season with electricity, Quasi. You know what they do. So yeah, it's been in
Yeah.
and out for me. But just to keep y'all update on my end, I'm in agreement with you. One of my things was because I know, I've been in this crypto space, for a very long time.
mhm,
And one of the things that with a project like this, you're gonna have people, and Quasi, he's my guy for this. He always, has people that ask a million questions. You know
mhm.
what I mean? They're not gonna do it. So I know some of the things, most of the major things they looking for, and you're 100% right. We can go to market on tests with testnet, even with wallets, and just putting it into wallets and all that. And I'm kind of like, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm like this. I ain't got no problem with that. But like I said, the bases that I got to cover, like when you don't hear from me, I'm in the server working. Like, and now I got 3 servers up. So one of the thing is, like, I had went ahead and got the 3 servers. I came in a little bit of cash,
Mhm.
and I got 3 servers. One's in the UK, one's in the United States, and I got one in Azerbaijan, some damn where. And so what I wanted to do was, and I got the one in the UK and the US talking today. You know what I'm saying? So the mesh network is fine, right? And so now what the next step is going to be, I wanted to make it not, I don't even know if people want to start running those, and most nets didn't even do that off the break. They was just like, yo, here was some coins, and they just invited people into a stadium and never told them when the game was going to start.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when the game started, people were already ready. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's kind of like what I'm looking forward to. So just to be able to give you all that, I think I'm probably about a day out because I'm kind of OCD. And one of the things that I was looking at was that, okay, I got transactions are great. That's all the Ripple does, just a solid transaction base. Even the machine told me, it was like, yo, leave the fucking contract compiler alone. Let
Yeah.
the people pay you to do that shit. And it looks good along the way, even though you got it already built. You just roll something out like every week. You feel me? Like, hey, here's something, here's something. I got loads of shit I've done it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm there with you. I just had to get those things squared away. One was the synapticchain.net.
Mhm.
I know how, because I know how it is. Once this shit gets out there, and one of the biggest priorities, Quasi knows what happened when I first launched the testnet, bro. I had over a 250,000 hacks in a period of hack attempts in a period of maybe shit 27 hours. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And because they're going to gun for anything that has any likeness to a financial institution. You know what I'm saying? And it's way too much shit out here now that makes systems highly subject to getting hacked. I mean, like anybody that's vibe coding is a victim. You know what I'm saying? With the new tools they got, right?
Mhm.
So that's my second thing. You feel me? The security.
Yeah.
So when they come in, and I wanted to have the push button validated deployment. So I'm like, even if you got Ubuntu, that's what's happening right now. That's where the stage I'm at right now. So I got agents working on that as we speak to do the one click deployment script.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's for if people want to run nodes and want to do all that stuff. It'd be great. They wouldn't be charged anything. They could just put a node up just because. You know what I'm saying? It's going to cost them 1 cent, but that's going to be deposited automatically. So I agree with you. I'm on the same page. That's where my trajectory is right now. To get the wallets straight, I want to have the wallets on its own. We'll probably just use synapticchain.net for
Yeah.
its own web interface wallet. You know what I'm saying? So you can
Mhm.
get coins, send them to other people. That's all that matters. That's where the goal was at. But when I started this though, I had the big thing was my virtual machine, just
Mhm.
what runs the contracts. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this shit is gonna be dope, and it's only a feature though. You know what I'm saying? Like XRP, RippleNet, they don't have smart contracts. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoins live without smart contracts for years.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's not really that important. It's just the movement of value that's important to people. So yeah, go ahead, chime in.
Yeah, so I mean, it sounds like you get it. That like I
Yeah,
guess we're on the same page then.
yeah.
Again, we like the list of contacts is growing. I got it. I got the full 65 people list. Let me see, for example. I had an agent. I had an agent give it. Okay, hold on. Let me try to share my screen with you right quick.
Okay.
All right, so it's a bunch of people, and I try to get as many direct contact or like the first step in the chain of contacting the people that are decision makers. So each contact will have a primary and maybe like a side door is called to where to start.
Okay. The side door I would take it would be how the system ties into their particular industry and what they
Mm.
looking at trying to achieve. Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and instructions for how to get this process started with the contacts. So it's just a long list of African and Asian and American uh, people, VCs, other
Okay.
crypto organizations, funds. Um, so there may be some partnership of possibilities with
Hmm.
other cryptos or whatever. Banks. I mean, everybody wants what you're building. Everybody wants it in some form or fashion. So we just got to reach out to them, and I got the list. I'm hoping, me and Quasi can split this up a little bit, but I'm just going to keep knocking out people every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes, some of these lead to nowhere, or some of these are guesses on the agent's part. But so I'll send that to you guys, and we'll keep knocking that out. But yeah, like you said, the main thing is getting some wallets, even if it's wallets on the test net, and so we get some users to spread the message for us instead of us
Okay.
just trying to do it. I was thinking about media appearances. If I can set some up, would you do them, or should I, maybe Quasi would do them, or should I try to plan for myself to do them? How would you
Yeah.
to do
I
that?
want to be like Satoshi. I want to be like Satoshi Nakamoto. I just build the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just build the shit. Like it's crazy to tell you. I've been kind of spooked, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm.
cause it's really I've been kind of spooked because some of the meetings I had with people and what they need. Like the first person you showed me on the list, I have his number, Benjamin with Nala.
Really?
Have his direct number, right? But I got his number through another guy here that tried to offer me. He offered me legit. He offered me 35,000, and
Mm-hmm.
my son was looking at me. We were like in a pancake house, and like what they would consider a pancake house type environment, and I had said nah because I would end up hiring myself and going to work for him for 6 months in Kenya just to offload the system to his people, because he wanted the money, whatever the what they call it, remittance. He's starting a remittance company in Kenya.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And so I rejected off of him, for that. And he was like, well, this is AI days and somebody can build this in
All right.
2 months. I was like, yeah, well, good luck with that. I said, yeah, well, you can't build something the AI doesn't know about, unless you really know about it. You know what I mean? So, just going through that. And so I escaped from those kind of people. But yeah, I've had, getting into the loop with that. But one thing I do know though, that I couldn't do it all. So by you guys being a team, if I got somebody throwing enough shit on the wall while I'm just building, and you guys are telling me what the fuck needs to be done, you're basically looking for people to replace you anyway. All of
Right.
us are.
Right.
We don't live the lifestyle of want to be jet setters and shit. And, $100 million, $1 billion. I'd never be able to spend it all. And I get in trouble jumping out of plane off cocaine, drinking a 40 on the way down. You know what I'm saying? Like that's too much fucking money, man. So, me personally, I'm looking for somebody to change. But I got you. I'm working on the validators tonight. Hopefully this weekend I have it up where I can at least distribute a validator. But the first thing I'm gonna do is a slight shift in priorities, which I already have working. The wallets work, like you saw before. The
Right.
wallet system is working, is valid, viable, and everything. And this is the third thing: coming to a place that I can reasonably pause, okay, that I can reasonably pause and don't have to take the test net down. That was my big thing. Working with a 40 gigabyte hard drive, 4 gigabytes of RAM on 4 cores wasn't shit. So now I found Cotabro. They got some nice deal on some good servers with the hard drive I need. They got NVMe support that gives me, just a little nerdy stuff right quick. Gives me 10 million IOPs a second. So I use NVMe. So it's specific that, but if somebody doesn't have NVMe, they can use SSD. It won't be a faster node. So those are the things. And in the papers, like I'm just looking at all the things that people could possibly say. Like somebody say, well, why my node doesn't go as fast as the guy who spent $3,000 on an Amazon web server. Little simple stuff like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And somebody wouldn't really pay attention to. It's still a node. You still validate, and still equality, no matter how fast the machine is, another person's machine is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and that's one of the patentable ideas that the machine itself, what it does, because it was built for Africa, 70% is still 3G, you know what I'm saying, and 2G service. So it what it does is it balances bandwidth. So if it recognizes that, you're not doing nothing but 2 transactions a day, then that's all the bandwidth you get. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be, working like a money remittance service would be, thousands of transactions a day, So to
Mm.
look at it in hindsight, uh, just to give you all an update, transactions times for, a steady are fucking outrageous. I did something the other day. I wasn't using my parallel lanes, and when I did it, I got 2,000 transactions a second. That's throughput. That means finalize out
Yeah.
of 3 nodes in one shard. Real shit. And that's what pushed me to say, hey, I got to get this other server because I got to test this and make sure these numbers are right. So it is determinant on the equipment that you have, And I'm
Mhm.
not upset with that because Solana spends what 30,000 a month on their main server. So, with hindsight being that, it's more efficient and it does everything. It covers all the bases a little bit better though. That's what kind of make them envious. It does a
Mhm.
little teeny bit better. Um, so I got that situated. Okay, I got that done. And so that's pretty much it in my Rolodex, just to push that out, give y'all something to really work with. You let me know I'm out. I'm out. If you don't hear from me, it's either my phone's down, electricity, or I'm in the cave. Yeah, working.
Mm.
So
If
Abdul, Abdul, is the ultimate goal still to sell the whole thing to a bank? What's the is it has it changed as you have you changed what
what
you want to do with it? What's the do you want
what
investors to help build the
what
infrastructure or do you just want to sell it? What
what
have
you
you
Right. Well, usually what happens is that, it's called the exit. You know what I'm saying? Your
Yeah,
exit strategy in the tech
yeah,
space.
yeah, yeah. So
So
yeah,
of
that's that.
of course we want to sell it. That's a lot of these tech companies. That's the first thing we do. But we can't sell it without, acknowledgement and shit. You know what I
Sure,
mean?
sure, sure, sure.
So I will run it without having to hire myself, because whoever I pass it over to, hand off, it would be, me basically hiring myself. You know what I mean? But I'm going
Mm,
into it that I want the system to be great. We're going to hold stake in it, so we're really not selling shit. As long as we hold those coins, and when the sale does come, I want everybody to be, happy here in equal shares, of what's going on. So, just for helping, because I can't do it by myself,
mhm.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's my plan. Like up front though, Quasi, if somebody said, "Hey, I really like this. Take the shit down," like the Arab guy was telling me, a
Mm,
little while ago. Then I had an Arab guy who told me to take it off a pump fund. He was like, "Yo, take it off a pump fund. I'm going to support this." It was doing Ramadan. He's like, "I got 10,000. I'm going to send you."
Mhm.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Took it off the pump fund. Crickets.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you know.
Um,
Yeah,
let me ask real
yeah.
quick, if I started paying for a cloud VPS on Contabo,
Yeah.
I run a server right now, or you still got to work that out?
You can. I gotta. It's connecting. The mesh node is connecting. Like if you go now to the website, you probably see 6 nodes up. The
Hmm.
graphical display is real, so it lets you know when I'm changing configurations or when another node pops up or everything. But the big thing that I'm doing right now is when I tell y'all it's a green light go. I wanted this server. That's where I was. I got cut off on that. But the server, the important part is this: having that server down with those original Genesis nodes on a server that I won't have to cut off, take a snapshot on, replace people's tokens. You know what I'm saying? It's running smooth. You feel me? It's running smooth. And that's maybe, like I said, 2 days away because I want to go through these final checks on the validators. The validators have to be able to talk to each other. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's not a big deal. It's already done. I just want to get an install script and put the wallets up and set up the snapshot backup system. That was what it is. It's a mercy regression. So if something happens bad, you got an off switch,
Right.
a mercy procedure start handling. It cuts everything off, isolates the network. That's really a big thing. Uh, but yeah, shit, it's a great time to do this. I mean, I was looking at the other day, man. Ethereum got hit again, man, for like 80 million or something. The guys just like,
Yeah.
damn.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you see that one, Quasi? Oh
No, I
man, one of
didn't.
these protocols.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Uh,
What did they break? What did they get into?
oh man, man, they went in there, man. It was one of these new protocols. This that turns out liquidity on layers or some shit. Some shit I'm not on Ethereum. Ethereum got all those Ponzi tricks. So anyway, this new Ponzi that the Ethereum Foundation has this year was layers this year, right? So I just find it hard to believe that Vitalik and his boys are not the ones with all these back doors. That's all I'm saying. So some guy comes in, they say he's a Chinese actor. He found some little thing in the code and he exploited it. He took like what was it like $280 million or some wild shit like that. So he doesn't dump it on the market. What he does is goes to like Aave and all the other joints and he takes a loan out on
Hey,
it.
so
Takes a loan.
they're left with shit. They're left with the rubbish.
And they
Damn.
left with the rubbish. Look, they got to cure all that debt, and they're left with the rubbish. And the coldest thing, he knew that if he sold it, they said he was crafty because had he sold it, he would slump the market and wouldn't have got as much as what he got. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
the smart guy goes out and just takes loans out on it, everything, and they watching it all happen through Tornado Cash. They going crazy. I was like, I know you. I was like, see, and those are the things that you know I know about crypto. That's always made me be like, man, it's a rat in the room.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm looking at that story now. Jesus.
It's crazy, man. Like, yeah, that's it. That's still happening in Ethereum, bro. In 2026, and I'm telling you, every year Ethereum gets sacked at least twice.
Hmm.
You know, they get sacked, and I think it's a lot of new money, man. They sell people on those interest joints and they get them in, and you just can't tell me because it's so insecure. Just looking at the code, I'm looking at the language, and I'm
Yeah.
looking like Solidity is fucking like using basic these days. Like, you know, somebody fires up an AI, they're gonna eat that shit up. They eating that shit for breakfast out here, man. You
Hmm.
know, yeah. Fucking Claude Mythos, man. Man, it's terrible. They eating stuff for breakfast, man. Like, you got to really be careful now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, like I said before in the last one of my last communications, I just need because I know we're still kind of firing stuff off, we're still presenting stuff. I need a file or on a Google Drive and say, look, go here. This is all finalized. It's good to go. Because I know there's going to be changes. I know there's going to be like you'll post something and it's not quite ready, but you're just sharing it with us. So for me, I just need that drive where it's like, this is where the shit is. And then
Hmm.
I'll be sending stuff out.
Hmm.
Because right now I've sent it for a few people where they won't mind saying me coming back and saying, oh, actually, no, this is to replace what I've just sent.
Right,
Do you know what I mean? Because
right.
they're
Yes.
people that know me. So
Okay.
I don't want to be just sending people that I kind of semi know, or if I'm approaching somebody on LinkedIn through Salesforce and saying, look, we've got this project going on. I see you're into crypto, check it out, blah, blah, blah. And then I've got to send them a whole new pitch deck. This is like, what the fuck? You're not ready? What? Yeah, I just
Right. Right.
just needs to be ready before I start approaching
Yes.
those people.
Yes. And that's the unified docs that, you know, I really, really can't give you a solid thing on that until I cross the path of saying, okay, the
Cool.
validators are done and everything like that. Even the numbers, like, you don't even understand. Like, when we going through the testnet phase was really the big thing, and we gonna have to sit down and really talk about, like, vesting people. Like, we do get major investors, you know, the cliff. What's the percentage of that? The
Right.
price that people are paying for gas, which does it make it beneficial? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um, it's all those little things is going to take, like, man, an hour playing with some math. That's the not fun part, but it's, you know, it's dope because once we sell, you know, a couple of tokens to somebody, that immediately gives us a market value. If you buy a
Yeah.
thousand tokens for $1, that puts us up. So
Yeah. Are you going to do Twitter Space
yes, I'm gonna do all
anonymously?
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just got a little bit of cash. Like, I'm ready to talk to people and stuff like that. But I got, like, really, man, just between us and everything, I got like $1,000. I was like, you know, I was trying to stay away. You know, the first thing I'm thinking is, but then it's like I put the brakes on it. Fuck the fast cash. Like, shit, I could take this $1,000 to pump fund and fire up a couple of bots and get some liquidity going. You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know how I feel about pump fund, man, and stuff like that, man. It's kind of like, yeah, it's a lot of work, man. You know, a lot of work.
Mm.
All right. So yeah. So I guess for me, I'm just waiting for that drive, and I'll get in. Then I'll contact people when
Okay.
you're done what you need to do, Abdul.
Yeah.
And I'll be up front, and I'll just say something. Things might change because you're so early.
Just
I'll
yeah.
dress it.
No.
I'll dress it up that you're so early. Things might change, but it's all good.
Yeah, and but those some of the things, like, you know, you could circulate, like what Danny's doing is fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain things are nailed down. Like, you know what it is, you know, kind of like the architecture. It is something out here. Those teasers and shit, that shit matters because it's, you know, it's saying like they didn't just start this yesterday. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's got a track record of some shit that's going on. They
Yeah.
building. You know, the get was done. That was brilliant too, because I didn't ever put the get, you know, together because it's over like 4,000 files, bro. It's fucking sickening. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
um,
Yes.
yeah,
Still with that, even the small things that going out, I don't know what Dan's sending out. I know you keep sharing stuff, but because there's so many things going on in the chat, it's like just
Yeah.
put the resources in one place.
Okay.
Okay,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Away from the chat, because it just gets
Let
I
me
don't want to
let me
send.
start.
I don't want to send some shit that I'm not supposed to send to people.
Let me start. Let me start another group, right? And I put us in that group, and this group will be specifically for,
Resources. Just
anything that's
resources,
posted.
no
Yeah,
chat.
anything that's posted and everything. All right.
Okay, cool.
And then when I leave a note, I just leave a message there and put it there. This chain
Yeah.
list. Oh, was that you sent that, Danny?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. No. Chain list is a good thing too. I got to get to that once I get the test net on. Will you get
yeah.
that through Morales? Through Morales? Did you?
Mhm.
Okay.
No, I put the chainlist.org. I mean, the list of chain.
Okay.
It seems pretty simple. I mean, if I could access the GitHub, I'd do it for you. I mean, I don't think I need anything.
That's another thing. Let me write that down too, because one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to make GitHub accessible, but through the docs and everything. And
Right.
it's not even so bad at concealing the technology. The patent thing. I saw a guy the other day, the one that's doing the plastic paralysis and the fuel. It's nothing new. Right, yeah, it's nothing new. He said that about, what did he say? You saw the one when he said about somebody said that one of the a bigger investor said, "Hey, have you thought about getting your patents or something?" He said that to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "No." He was like, "Don't get patents." He was like, "Because that's just giving people permission to take your shit legit, and they're gonna take it anyway. They're just gonna be, using it, and then they're gonna sue you, and you'll be in
Yeah.
court for years when you
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
building some shit."
Did
Yeah.
you think that was that same guy that invented the engine? The engine that runs on plastic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's
Right.
Same guy,
Yeah.
is that the guy Is that the guy you're talking about?
Yes, him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
yeah. And it was a some good insight for me, to get that. I was like,
Mm.
whoa. Yeah. Let's just fucking push it out there. That's the rule on building shit. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking ship it. Whatever
Yep.
fucking breaks, we just fix it on the run. So I get it, bro. I get it, man. I get it, man. I just got to get out that mind state. Y'all got to wake me up every once in a while. Be like, yo, you still with us? Leave me one of them messages. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because once I get deep in the code, bro, it's like that's what I'm doing. Then I got to snap out of it for school and shit, and the kids back and everything else. But just trying to balance it all. It helps a lot to have you guys around, real shit. Because I know I'm not looking at this big ass wall.
No, yeah. Well, I think we're a team. We'll try to take as much off your plate as we can.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, so that's it, bro. That's it. I got some agents, man. They doing some little fine tuning on some shit I need. I can trust them to go in and shit. Yeah. So it's not so bad, man. I cut down on the cost. Minimax 2.7 is just as good as Opus 4.6. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? If not better. Yeah, so it's pretty dope. And it's cheaper. It's like $1. It's a Chinese model, but it's like $1. But I'm always skeptical using their models because then I'm thinking like they're just gonna take the shit. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Right. So yeah. So that's the rush, fellas, man. I'm just gonna work on getting the wallets together, the validator nodes up, and a centralized piece of paperwork for us, man, where we can move from there. Sound
Yeah.
good?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Cool.
Good.
All right, man. It's good, gentlemen. Good meeting with y'all, man. Let's get to the bag. I mean, the machine keep telling me it's like, yo, bro, you saw the last. It's like, when are you gonna go get your seed money? Like, what are you sitting around here for? Like, go get this 5 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're done now. Go get the 5 million.
So say to it how?
Oh
Tell
man,
it,
fucker told me.
tell it to give us a 30-day plan that's split up
Hey,
between us.
no, I can give you one better. The guys that are in the back room right now that are banging this out right now, they going through everything that I needed to get done with the fine tooth comb. You know what I'm saying? And it will spit out. Once it knows it, it's with Hermes, it creates a skill. Once it does something successful, it creates a skill, and it has a memory now. So
Yeah.
now what he's doing is once he finishes wrapping up everything else, I told him he's the CEO. He has this company, you know, this produce this, and I want you to know. So he's taking on the persona of that. You know what I'm
Cool.
saying? So homie's
Yeah.
ready to go. Yeah, he's ready to fucking get busy. Like he don't stop either. I'm gonna keep him running. So it's like, yeah, keep going. And what I do is have him do some team documents, so he'll keep everybody updated, and we'll know what we have to do as real humans. So yeah, he asked me for you guys' pictures. He said he needs a bio about you niggas. Like he's like, yo, man, like fuck that. He's like, where? He was like, send me the bio. I need a headshot of this one. I need a headshot of that one. You know, son is ready. So yeah,
So
yeah, son is
Hermes
ready.
is open source, right?
Yes, Hermes is open source. You know, yeah, they used to make models, Hermes models. They still do actually. So they used to make the Renegade models though. You could unlock them and everything. You know what I'm saying? Jailbreak them real easy, right? So, but now what they have now is Hermes. Why I chose that over Open Claws because Hermes gets better. It betters itself. It
Is it better?
learns. It has a great memory, yes, and it keeps bettering itself. And so once it knows what you're doing, it nails it down. So it becomes a specialist in that, you know, in that field, in synaptic chain. Because other agents they get confused. Always get thrown back into fucking trying to deal with Ethereum addresses. It goes back into F-gets for the RPC. Everything goes back to Ethereum while I'm building this. I'm like, yo, this is not fucking Ethereum. You know, stop drifting, get your
Yeah.
shit together. We don't do that shit, you know. So that's what it is.
Abdul, do you run it on a separate laptop or the one that you're doing all the work on?
Oh no, I run it on a separate laptop. It's on the server. I run it on the server. I don't
Okay.
run it on my laptop anymore. Yeah, it's fucking killed my laptop, man. I got a battery warning light on the MacBook.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so I think we got some good things. I'm going to build a list of action items for us. And we can I think we're all moving about the same pace. Everything we talked about here should be able to. We'll have the to-do list in the next 24 hours, and all of the items should be things we can take care of. 24 to 48 hours after that.
Sound good.
Cool.
I think we're good.
All good.
Okay.
And I get the agents to get you guys out a readout on what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? To let you know that's where we're at. I gave them objectives, and so when they check them off. Matter of fact,
Okay.
let me check. Okay. This is a
Nice
dope
one.
thing. I ain't gotta open it up. All right, look, man, you guys have a great afternoon. Quasi, bless your family and everything. Same thing to you, Danny, man. I know you busy, but I appreciate y'all, man.
All right.
Cool. Back to you as well. All right. Take it easy,
Peace.
guy. Peace.
Yeah, have a good night.